Perfect. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome. This is our onboarding call. I'm going to walk you through some of your first steps that you should be taking if you've just enrolled into Akashx. And if we have time at the end, then I'll open it up for some Q&A time as well, okay? So what I want to do is share my screen here. And I want to make sure I can share everything because I'm going to be opening up separate windows and whatnot. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see my screen now. Can you guys, okay, good. Thank you, Susan. I can see your face on my Zoom. So if you'll just be my feedback person, that would be great. Awesome. Okay, guys, so when you first get started, you've just enrolled, you are a student of Akashx, right? Your goal is to learn how to day trade. So please utilize your academy. That is what you paid for, right? And so this is akashx.com. This is an app on your phone that you can download and you should download. You also can access it on the website on your computer at akashx.com. When you log into that website, it will say, trader login or login here, and you'll simply log in, and then this will be your home page, okay? If you're an affiliate, your home page will look a little differently. It will be your dashboard, and then from there, you can click on, let me see if I have mine open. Yes, you can click on digital products and then academy, and that will take you to the page that I was just on, okay? Now, when you're on this page, let me move this out of the way. Okay, the first thing that a lot of people ask me is, hey, it's asking me to connect my account. How do I connect my account? Should I connect my account? And I want to be very clear. When you join Akashx, this is your academy. This is not your trading account, okay? You do not need to connect a trading account in order to go through the academy, okay? What you're going to want to do is start in the academy. So up at the top, you will see Academy, and I want you to click on all courses, okay? And when you are brand new, I want you to watch some of these videos. You can go to Akashx Total Courses. You can even filter it out to the beginner section because you're brand new, right? And there's going to be one in English and one in Spanish. So you're going to click one in English and you're going to click Start Now. And you're literally just going to start watching these videos, okay? Now, before we get going too deep into this, I want to make sure that it's very clear. You guys, this is a journey. This is your school. You don't enroll into school and try to learn the entire curriculum in one day. You don't enroll into college and try to get your degree in 1 month. This is a journey. It's designed for you to take it at your own pace. So come in here, watch these videos, and please understand you are literally learning, for most of my new people here, a foreign language. That's what trading is and what it feels like when you're starting out. So the other common thing that I get is people will enroll and, 2 days later they'll tell me, I am so overwhelmed. None of this is making sense. I don't understand anything. I feel like I'm not going to be able to learn. And I want you to please take a deep breath, have some patience, embrace the fact that this is a learning journey. It sounded like a foreign language to all of us, even those of us who have been trading for years. When we started with zero knowledge, and it sounds like a foreign language. You wouldn't move to France and expect to learn French in 1 day or 1 week or really even 1 month. You take it day by day, step by step. So what I normally tell people is watch these videos, and if you don't understand all of it or you can't comprehend all of it the first time through, that is okay, okay? I just want you to periodically throughout your journey come back in here and watch them again. The more times that you watch them and the more hands-on learning, which is what I'm going to get to in a little bit, that you do, the more things will start to click and start to make sense over time, okay? Please don't try to come in here and rush the process and think that you need to understand everything in the very beginning. All right. Now I'm going to take one step backwards right quick. When you first enroll into Akashx, you probably enrolled obviously on my team, on Skylar's team, on one of our other leaders' teams that we have on this team that we've created. And we give you a link to WhatsApp, okay? And I'm going to open that up so you guys can see. WhatsApp is literally our team chat. When you get a link, you're going to get a link to the channel, which looks something like this, okay? And I want you to kind of scroll up to the top, and there's going to be a message here that says, welcome. Here's your first steps. When you get inside the WhatsApp, I want you to go through the first steps. Specifically, I want you to join the Akashx Telegram. This is step number 3 on this message, okay? You're going to click this link. You're going to download the Telegram app. You're going to grab your Akashx ID number, and you're going to join the official Telegram group for Akashx, okay? And then after that's done, you can join our team Facebook group, okay? And then after that's done, at the very bottom here, you're gonna see to join our community. So this channel right here is not our full community. This is just a, welcome, here's what you need to do. And once you've done that, then I want you to click this link, which is going to take you to our actual community on WhatsApp. So now you can see I'm in the community. Now I'm on my laptop right now. This will look differently on your phone, on the mobile app. You guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is for everybody to be in the WhatsApp team because we have hundreds of people on our team. It's becoming quite impossible for myself, Arika, Skylar, the other leaders that we have here to reach out individually to every single trader that has joined the team with us and help you all individually. There's just more than you than there are us. So we created the team chat to be one place where everybody can ask questions and get answers. And if we have important information, like an onboarding call, we can share that with everybody in one space. And that is all done inside our team WhatsApp chat, okay? So please make sure you are in here. If you're not already, you should be, because this is where I dropped the link. If you know people that are on the team that are not in here, please help them get in here or reach out to one of us for the link so we can make sure that they're in here. But this is your hub for help, okay? So please make sure that you are in the WhatsApp team chat. You're going to see that there's a general chat. This is where everybody kind of communicates to each other. This is where you can ask questions and we'll be able to answer. Don't be shy with your questions. We all had questions when we started, and you're not the first person to ask any of the questions that you want to ask, I promise you. So you asking in this group setting is going to help us not only teach you and help you, but also the other people that are in the chat that are going to have that same question as well, okay? We have the results folder, we have the announcement folder, which is where we drop important announcements. And I want you to check on the pinned messages up here. Arika has done a PDF that walks you through how to open your demo practice account in here. And I've also created a YouTube playlist of videos that are just how-to tutorial videos that are going to walk you through a lot of what we're going to talk about today as well. And that is in the announcements folder and in the general folder. If you don't see it, you can search it, okay? You can search YouTube playlist right here inside, and it will show you right here is my YouTube playlist that you can click on, and that's going to have all of the videos that are going to show you how to open your demo practice account, how to attach your challenge account to Akashx, how to take a trade, how to follow a trade signal, like all of the basic things that you're going to want to learn. It's going to show you all of the buttons inside of Trade Locker and what they do, all of that stuff, okay? So that's WhatsApp. It's very important that when you join and when you enroll into our team, that you're inside our team hub. So you have access to all of the information and resources. Okay, and then from there, obviously, you're going to have the link to join the Akashx Telegram channel. The Telegram channel is where the educators can communicate with you. And so that's also very important that you're in here. Of course, they have a news and announcements channel, and you're going to want to pay attention to that. You're going to want to go in there at least, once a day if you can, and click on there and see what's going on. Because if it's something super important that everybody in the company needs to know, they're going to tell you that here. For example, the tech issue that we were having with the API that was addressed and was answered in here. And so rather than you having to ask your sponsor or a bunch of other people in the team, start getting used to being resourceful and looking for answers before you start asking questions, okay? Because we're all adults here and it's time for us to start using our brains and searching for answers. And then if you cannot find the answer, then come ask us in the WhatsApp group, okay? In Telegram, you have each educator has their own folder. So this is where they communicate with you while you're trading with them, okay? So like Arabella, when she puts in a trade alert and you take that trade with her, she's going to be in here giving you updates on the trade, telling you when to move your stop loss to break even, telling you when each take profit is hit, telling you if you need to take partials or secure profits, all of the things. And then they always open up their chat to allow us to speak with them or ask them questions kind of during the trading time or right after the trade plays out. So they're not going to be open for you to comment in 24/7, but when they're trading and they're active, you can comment in here, okay? And so that's also really important that you get into the Telegram. And this again is linked inside of our WhatsApp, onboarding first steps, okay? Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is open a demo practice account, okay? It's very important that you know the difference. We have practice accounts, which is when you're going to be trading with Monopoly money. It's your playground to learn. And then we also have challenge accounts. Challenge accounts are where you're trading with the goal of making money for you to keep, for you to withdraw as profits that you can keep for yourself, okay? In a challenge account, you have to make a certain amount of profit, and you also cannot lose more than a certain amount of your account. Those rules are different broker to broker. So, depending on what broker you're using for challenge accounts, you'll want to make sure that you know those. The majority of us here use Tradexmastery. Okay. Tradexmastery is the broker. It's a prop firm broker, and that means you're getting a challenge account that you can trade on that once you pass the challenge becomes a funded account. And a funded account is when you're trading and you're able to keep some of those profits for yourself, okay? 80 to 90% is the standard, the industry standard. So a Tradexmastery account or a challenge account or a prop firm account, that is not a live cash account, so you're not trading with your own money. And it is going to look like a demo account, but it is not a practice account. So you have to be able to tell the difference between the two, okay? A demo challenge account means you can lose too much money and fail the challenge and lose that account. A demo practice account is just for practice. You can also call it paper trading. That is your playground to practice. That is your playground to learn, make all of the mistakes, lose all of the money. It does not matter. It will never be real money, and you're just learning, okay? So the first thing when I enroll somebody is I say, let's set you up on a demo practice account. And I'm typically going to send you a link to Pips Markets, which is a broker that we use for demo practice accounts, okay? So you're going to grab that link, get one from your sponsor if you don't have one already. You're going to create a demo account here. So the first thing you're going to do is create your actual account. You're going to register with them. Once you're registered, you're going to see on their website where you can actually create a demo account. And you're going to click accounts. So a live account is when you're trading with your own money. You put your own money into this account to trade with. If you're new, you don't want to start with that because you don't know what you're doing. So we're going to start you off on a demo practice account, okay? And if you don't see one already, I've created one, but I'll show you how to create another one. You'll click this plus sign that says demo account, okay? And when you click that on Pips Market specifically, you're going to choose Pips Raw, this first option here. And you'll click create account, okay? You're going to agree to the agreement, create account. It's going to ask you to deposit. This is not you depositing real money. This is just you telling it how much you want your practice account to be. So I would recommend making it similar to what your challenge account is. So if you already have a challenge account, you'll know what that amount is. If you don't, make it for whatever you want. I typically like to trade with $50,000. So I would make my demo practice account with $50,000. I'm going to click deposit, and then it will be made here. Okay, so now I have two of them. You can see that they're both listed right here. Every trading account has its own ID number. So that's what you're seeing here, this D number sign numbers. That is differentiating between the two demo accounts that I have, so I know which one I'm in, okay? Once you create this, Pips Markets will email you an email that has your credentials. Okay, and I've pulled one up here. So in your email, you will get something that says, new Pips Raw demo account created. Here's your credentials. So what do you do with these credentials? Well, you're going to log into TradeLocker with them. Okay, TradeLocker is the platform that you're going to actually take your trades inside of. There's an app. Make sure you have the app downloaded on your phone. You can also access it online at demo.tradelocker.com. Okay. Once you go here, it will pop up a login screen. How do you log in? What information do you put in there? The information that the broker emailed you. Okay. You'll copy this. You will log into it. And it tells you what your password is, what your server code is. All of it is right here. You can literally just copy it and paste it into the login page of your TradeLocker. Now, I've already logged into mine, so that's why you see a chart when I open up my TradeLocker. Okay. And the balance says 50,000 because I've created a 50,000 account. So I'm logged into one of these, probably this one. I think this one's my older one. And so now this is where I would actually execute my trades inside of TradeLocker, okay? So we have Akashx, that is your academy. That's where you go to learn, okay? We have all of the courses here. And then we have Tradexmastery or Pips, right? Pips is where you're going to create your demo practice account. And if you're new, that's where I want you to start. I don't want you to start trading right off the bat in your challenge account because if you whoops accidentally lose too much money, you fail the challenge, you lose that account. We don't want you to do that. We want you to learn what you're doing first. So create your demo practice account with Pips, okay? Now, what you can also do with these same credentials that Pips emailed you, if you would like, you can connect it to Akashx. So I'm going to go back to my home page here. This, if you have not connected it, it will show up red and it will say not connected. Now, the only reason that you need to connect an account here primarily is so that you can approve our tap to trades, right? Part of Akashx is access to the tap to trade system. If you try to approve a tap to trade and you have not connected an account, it's not going to let you approve it. You're going to get an error message. And that's because you haven't told Akashx what trading account you want them to take your trade in, right? They don't have an end destination. They don't have a trading account to duplicate that trade in. So connecting this is so that you can approve a tap to trade and tell Akashx what trading account you want that trade to be taken in. You can only connect one account to the tap to trade system, which means every tap to trade that you approve is going to go into that one account that you connected, right? So what you would do is you would click the button to connect it. It's going to pop up a screen like this. First, it's going to pop up an agreement where it wants you to agree to it allowing you to copy their trades, basically. So you'll click yes, you'll sign, you'll agree to that, and then it will pop up this. You want to select TradeLocker at the top because that's the platform that we trade in, okay? And then here, you're going to take all of your Pips Markets credentials that they emailed you. Remember, they emailed you this here, okay? And you will go in here and you will put that information in, your email, the password that they gave you. The broker is obviously Pips because you're going to be using the account that you made with Pips. If you wanted to connect your Tradexmastery Challenge account, then you would get those credentials are also emailed to you, and the broker then would be Tradexmastery, okay? The account ID number you're going to get from inside of Pips, okay? Don't copy the D hashtag sign. It's just the numbers is what they're asking you for. So you would copy the numbers and you would paste that into here in the account ID section, and then you would click connect. I already have mine connected. That's why this button says reset. And then you're done. It'll get a notification at the top of your screen that says they're requesting TradeLocker access. And then in a few minutes, you can refresh and it should say connected. And that's how you know you're all connected. So again, the only reason that you need to connect your account is to be able to approve tap to trades. You can trade without ever connecting an account. So Please don't panic over that. And if you need help with that later, we'll help. I have a video on my YouTube playlist as well, okay? So from there, what I normally do is I tell you, watch my videos on the playlist because those videos I'm going to be showing you all of the buttons inside of Trade Locker. I'm going to be showing you how to enter a trade, how to find the pair that you want to trade on, all of those things. And when you're connected to your Trade Locker using your practice account, remember, you can't make any detrimental mistakes. So what I want you to do is watch those YouTube videos and press all of the buttons inside your Trade Locker. I want you to get hands-on with this. The best way to learn trading is to trade. And right now you're on a practice account. You can't do any damage, you can't harm yourself, you can't lose too much money, nothing bad is going to happen. So press all the buttons. Take all the trades, press buy, press sell, change your pair, change your lot size, do all of the things and just get familiar with how to set a stop loss, how to set a take profit, right? And all of those things are shown inside of my playlist, okay? From there, I want you to go back to your academy, okay? And another section that's going to be very important to you is this educator series section. We have multiple educators in Akashx. They all have their own area of expertise. They all trade a different pair or asset. They all trade a different market session, meaning New York in the morning, Asia in the afternoon, London at night. And they all have their own specific strategy that they trade with that they teach us, right? And so what I want you to do is I want you to start going through. Again, you can filter it because some of the educators have really great beginner series. And so you can click on beginner and you can come in here. I usually recommend all my new people to watch Abid because he does a great job of showing you kind of basic trading fundamentals, like how to find trend lines, how to find higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows, and just other concepts that you're going to hear a lot of the educators talk about. And so if you watch this video series from Abid, some of that will start to make sense. And again, this is a journey. You don't have to binge watch all of the, episodes in each educator series in one single day, but come in here and watch the educators and learn from them because that's what you're paying for is your education, right? The more over time that you watch them, the more things will start to make sense, okay? Arabella has a great job teaching as well. These are in Spanish, but if you go to the all and you search for them in English, you'll find them in English as well. Like right here, you've got Arabella in English. Rich also does a really great job. This one's in Spanish. Let me see if I can find his English one right here. And he's going to be teaching. You see, lesson 1 is intro, lesson 2 is basics, lesson 3 is smart money concepts. He's got risk management and psychology. Everybody should be watching these. It does not matter if you don't trade with Rich or not. You should all be watching this because it's very important that you learn the psychology. It's very important that you learn risk management, those types of things. And most of the educators have their own series on that. The live sessions, this is where you're going to see the calendar in your own time zone, okay? And it's going to show you every day of the week who is going live. So tonight we have Preston. He's the trader that the majority of us on our team trade with. And on Sunday nights, he does his strategy call. We call it a chart markup call where we all get on and he goes very slow and shows us how to mark up our charts, how to see the markets the way that he's seeing the markets, and he teaches us what his strategy is. So when you're new, especially if you're going to be trading with us in the morning with Preston, you want to get on as many Sunday night sessions as you can. Those are going to be your learning sessions, okay? And then in the mornings with Preston, that's when we're trading. It's very fast paced and we really don't have time to do question and answer there. The Sunday night sessions is where he's teaching you his strategy, okay? And then it will show you on Monday, here's all of the educators that are going live on Monday. It will show up in your time zone. So you can come in here at that time, it'll show them as live and you can click inside of it and then it will show their video with like a play button right on the top of the screen. You press play and it will pop up their live stream so you can watch them live. Some of them teach on their live sessions. Some of them trade on their live sessions. You can join any and all of them. You can listen in, you can learn from them, you can trade with them if you want to trade with them. But this is how you're going to access our live sessions. This is very educational, you guys, so make sure that you do this. If you miss one, there's a recorded section here because all of the live sessions are recorded. And so you can click on the recorded and you can pick on the educator. Maybe you wanted to watch Preston's call, but you missed it. So you can come in here and you can watch. They have the dates and you can watch back a recording, right? And you can do that for any of the educators. And you should, because some of them too, like Arabella, I know she's got some sessions in her recorded section that are not in her educator series section. Mateo, another good one that I think every new beginner trader should be watching, his recorded sessions. He does most of his sessions in Spanish, but on Saturdays is his English session, and he will upload them. I know he's got to upload a few more still, but there are still some in here that are very, very good. Here's one in English. And so you can go back to the, beginning pages, and I want you to watch these. This is class 1 in English. Mateo does a fantastic job teaching you not only beginner concepts, but again, that psychology, having a trading plan, risk management, and having like a long-term vision and goal for your trading journey, because trading is not meant to be a get rich quick. It's meant to be a journey. It's meant to provide you a way to make money that doesn't require, anything else besides you just getting in the market and taking a trade. And so you want to learn as much as you can from these educators in bite-sized pieces. Take it slow, right? You will see the tap to trade here, and you'll see the pulse signals here. Again, these are on your app as well. And I personally think it's best and easiest to get these signals on your app versus the website, but you can see them on the website. And when you're in your practice demo account, if somebody sends a new trade alert, take it in your practice demo account. Your practice account is your grounds for practice. And how are you going to learn how to trade and practice getting good at trading without trading? You don't need to finish all of the educator videos before you start trading. I want you to get some hands-on experience, take some trades, learn from the mistakes you make, and watch the videos of the education kind of in the middle, in the in-between, when you've got free time, things like that. And understand that the more you watch and learn, the more that your hands-on trading will improve and the more that it will make sense from there. Okay. Okay. So we've gotten your academy, how to log in and access your courses and your educator series. Those are very important. I want you to start watching, okay? We've talked about how to get into our WhatsApp team chat and the importance of being in there. We've talked about how to get into the Akashx Telegram channel and the importance of being in there. You've got your live sessions tab, and you can watch all of the recorded sessions that you've missed, or you can rewatch the ones that you got on. And then Pips Markets, we've talked about how to create your demo account and then use the credentials that they email you to log into TradeLocker, which is the platform that you're going to be trading on, okay? From there, whenever you get a trade alert, a notification that comes across your phone via the app, that's when you're going to want to start trading. And again, my YouTube videos, I will do a separate session on how to take a trade. We don't have enough time on this call, but the playlist that I've created that you can find inside of WhatsApp has videos that will show you how to take a trade in your trade locker, how to copy and paste a signal, all of these things. So I want you to watch these videos. And what I normally tell people is, have 2 different devices or 2 different windows up. Watch a video on how to take a trade, and then come to your trade locker in your practice demo account and do it. Follow the steps. Push all the buttons that you see me pushing in the tutorial video on YouTube. Just practice it, because the more you practice it, the more things will click and make sense. And also you'll know what questions to ask then as well. And where do we ask the questions? In the WhatsApp chat, so that everybody can learn all together, okay? Because we all have the same questions. We all did when we started, and those of us who are further along can now answer the questions that you guys are going to have when you get started, okay? Once you feel comfortable in your practice account, meaning you know how to follow a trade signal. You know how to enter a trade. You know how to set your stop loss and your take profit. And you know what the numbers are. It's very important that you need to know what your percentages are. Everybody on this call should be able to tell me what is 1% of your account, what is 5% of your account, 10%, 0.5%, 0.25%. Because when we talk about risk management, we talk about not losing too much and also having a profit target goal. Those are going to be based on your percentages. Okay. If you come in here and you say, I lost $50, is that too much? Well, I don't know. You tell me. What percentage of your account is $50? Are you on a 10K account, a 50K account, a 100K account? Because that's going to change the percentage, right? So you need to know your percentages. You're going to learn all of that in my tutorial videos and by trading manually here, okay? And by watching your educator series in the Akashx website or app. That education, that academy is your learning playground. Once you feel comfortable with all of that and you understand the basics and you understand your risk management and you know how to follow a trade signal, when you feel confident, there's no magic number of how many weeks or how many days or how much profit you need to make in your practice account. It's just when you feel comfortable, like you've got a grip on it, then you can log out of your practice account on Trade Locker and you can log in using your challenge account. Your challenge account is most likely going to come from Tradexmastery. You'll go and you'll purchase one if you don't already have one. And we can show you how to do that as well. It's inside my videos. And so you'll take those credentials. When you log in, it will show you all of the accounts that you have, and you can just click this credentials button, and that will show you the login information that you need to log into Trade Locker to trade on your challenge account. Okay, it will show you your ID number, the account ID number. Again, you just use the numbers. You don't include the D hashtag. Okay. You're going to copy the password, and it also has the server code up here. You'll copy that, and you'll use this information to log in to Trade Locker. Then you'll be logged into Trade Locker on your challenge account. It will say demo. Your challenge account is in demo, but remember, we have a demo practice account and we have a demo challenge account. Okay. So when you log in using your Tradexmastery credentials, that is your demo challenge account. That's when it's game on. You're trying to pass your challenge so that you can be funded, so that you can withdraw profits. Okay. And you need to make sure that you understand your risk management and what your percentages are. Tradexmastery will email you for your challenge that you have specifically. They will email you to tell you what your drawdown rules are, how much you're allowed to lose per day or overall time, and also what your profit target goals are. Do you need to make 5% or do you need to make 10% profit? It will tell you all of that information. And we also, most of us leaders in the WhatsApp chat, we know those by heart now as well. So if you need questions about that or you can't find that email, you can ask us in the WhatsApp chat as well, and we'll help you make sure you know the rules of your challenge account. But that's pretty much everything, guys. That's your first steps. Create your demo practice account, log into Trade Locker using your practice account credentials. Then we want you to watch my YouTube video playlist and start pressing all the buttons in Trade Locker. That is going to be the best way for you to learn how to do all of the things, is by pushing all the buttons, right? You can't learn how to ride a bike by reading a manual. You got to go out and you got to pedal and you got to fall a couple of times. Trading is the same thing. So your demo practice account is your playground to practice. Push all of the buttons, practice all of the trades, learn by doing. And in the meantime, you're going to be watching the series, the education in your academy, okay? And learning all of the things from there, understanding. It will sound like gibberish at first, and that's totally fine. Keep watching them over and over. Keep practicing following signals. And if you're going to trade with Preston with us, please get on our Sunday night calls as much as you can. If you miss them, go back and watch the recording, because that's when he teaches his strategy. That's when he teaches how to mark up the charts. And that's pretty much it, guys. From there, it's just repetitive nature. It's just doing the same things every day, every week, and you're going to get better little by little every day, every week. Okay. I Have about 2 minutes left. I know I was talking really fast. I was trying to make sure that we got through everything. Um, and so I want to come over here. Unless things are pinned at the top of the group, things are posted before someone joins or not. Okay, I can't see. Okay, Angela, yes. I think in the general chat you might be able to see it. If not, we try to post the important stuff like the playlist and the PDF periodically. So we'll share it again, but if you ever can't find it and you need it, just ask us and one of us can reshare it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll reshare it, and if there's ever something in there that you can't find, just ask us. Where are the recorded meetings of Preston? They're under a live session of your academy under the recorded. So you'll go into live sessions, you'll go on recorded, and then you'll click on Preston's name and then they will all show up. And make sure you scroll. There are several pages there. And so you'll scroll and you'll know pretty much right away whether or not it's a Sunday session or a live trading session because he intros the call when he's on there. Okay. This will cut us off soon. So I just know I'm not hanging up on you. I'll try to get this recorded, posted in the WhatsApp for everybody, and we will do another one next week, and hopefully be using Skylar's Zoom, so we'll have a little bit more time for Q&A at the end of the call as well. I'm just trying to quickly make sure that I don't see any other questions. I don't see any other ones in the chat though. Okay. All right, perfect, you guys. I think that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and say bye before this cuts us off. So be on the lookout for the recording of this and then stay in the WhatsApp chat. Check it at least once a day, you guys, because that's where we're going to be posting, important calls that we're doing, any updates, any important information. And that's where you're going to get all the answers to all of your questions too. Okay. So welcome, you guys. If you're new, please have patience. Enjoy the journey, you guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. I promise if you stick with us, days and weeks later, you're going to be amazed by how much you know. Okay. You're welcome, guys. I'll see you in the WhatsApp. If you have any questions there, drop them for me and I'll check in and answer them. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'll see you on Preston's call tonight too.